Hey, this is Dr. Amy Breeze Harper of Slacker Hacker Mom. I hope everyone's doing really well today. So, we made an awesome thing yesterday. We made chocolate, not just any chocolate, but like fair trade chocolates with vegan fillings. And we talked about social justice issues. It was me and the girls, they're 4 and 6. And we pass by chocolatiers all the time, and they love chocolate, and I don't buy it for them because it's either too expensive, it's not organic, and it's not plant-based. So I said, I bet we can make these on our own one day, And I got some silicone molds, and I got some fair trade organic baking wafers, and we did it. So here's the result. One of them. Isn't that the cutest? So what the girls learned was they learned how to make things that they love, but we also talked through it. So I did my PhD work on focusing on critical food geographies and really understanding the social injustices that are embedded in the food commodity chain, the food system. So I let them know that, chocolate tastes really good, but that, kids like you are enslaved to harvest a significant percentage of the world's cocoa beans enslaved. So we talk about that, and they know that from the past, and me talking about it briefly, but I want to talk more and more as we're actually doing the baking. And just talking about other things, the histories of when we're using sugar, that sugar also has that horrible history of exploitation and enslavement of human beings. So we talk about that while we're making these. So baking not only becomes this thing where they develop a skill and know how to bake, but they also really need to understand the genealogy, the histories of those ingredients that, as largely, first world privileged consumers living in the Bay Area and lower middle class, they're not going to know that unless mama or some other parental figure tells them that, because they're not going to learn that in K through 12 education in school, where they're rewarded a lot of times. The classrooms will have birthday parties, or teachers will give them something nice at the end of the year. Maybe cookies that they make, maybe something with chocolate, right? And the children have this connection that sweets are pleasurable. And I want my girls to know that, yes, it's great for your taste buds, but for many people it's not pleasurable. And this is the histories of it to the present. And things like cacao, sugar, many of those spices, most commodities, not just food commodities that come to our kitchen, to our homes, what trails behind these commodities, unfortunately, is a lot of exploitation and suffering of not just human beings, but a lot of non-human animals also go through suffering. So we talk about that in a language that's appropriate for children. And we made these chocolates, and it was great. It was a great experience, and they learned about the melting point of chocolate, why we can't make it bubble and boil too much, why we have a thermometer for it, why we use silicone molds as opposed to other materials. And it was great. And they just learned, and they were thinking that this would be a great way to make gifts for someone, or even start their own little money-making business. Just all these ideas that erupt from such a beautiful experience with the girls. So that's how we do baking. It's kind of a fusion of do-it-yourself gourmet baking, along with lessons around social justice and really how the commodities get to you. So I would love for my children to continue to develop this literacy around commodities, commodity culture, social justice, I guess the consequences of capitalism. Yes, they're quote unquote only 4 and 6, but I don't think that's too young. Why not start now? So that's what we do. In the next section, you'll see the video of the girls excited about us embarking on making our chocolates together, and the baby gleefully screaming in the background, because that's how we do it. Okay, we are making vegan chocolates using a Hello Kitty mold. So there's the chocolate, and we're trying to melt it with some vanilla. And this is our Hello Kitty mold.
Yeah.
Very exciting. And, want to show it to us, Kiki?
Yeah.
Okay, the Hello Kitty mold. Very good. And then I made this vegan hazelnut chocolate truffle filling. Thank you, sweetheart.
Here.
Yes, there's the box. And we used Guitard organic bittersweet chocolate. It's organic and fair trade.
Frosting.
Well, this is hazelnut filling that I made out of, yes, this is silicone bakeware. And here's a loud baby. And there's our dirty kitchen. Woohoo! Awesome.
It says the Hello Kitty.
Yes, we saw it already, sweetheart. Okay, we're gonna go back to what we did. So this is made out of.
And there's what the chocolate was.
Yes,
in.
sweetheart. And this is this is coconut oil, rapadura sugar, and cacao powder.
What's that?
And then I melted it and whipped everything together in the Vitamix blender, and now it like solidified. Another angry baby.
Can you see if I can give you?
And then there's some rosemary. So I'm going to try to chop up some rosemary and maybe infuse a little bit of that in some chocolate. I got some almonds.
You're gonna help me.
So that's, and yeah. And
We're gonna help make it.
Yes, they're going to help make it. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, and he's tired.
You have to show them again.
So we'll see what happens. And we've got this cute little box to put everything in. Yes, that's awesome. So we'll see how this works. I've never done this. And I have a little thermometer. I think it's supposed to be no more. It's like 86 to 91 degrees. I'm sure it's way hotter than that. But okay, and there's our dirty stove. This is called Sister Vegan Dirty Girl Cooking. Seriously, I have 4 kids and I don't have an au pair or like a cleaner, and I work basically full time. My house is gonna look real, like real. We're making these, and here's this truffle filling. Awesome. Yes, to put inside of here. Okay.
And marshmallow.
Yeah, we're not gonna put that in. And a squeaky baby.
And this.
Yeah, so vegan marshmallow and some rosemary. They're all very different. We have rosemary in some. We have, organic Cheerio in one of them.
And we're both twins.
Thank you. And that's the truffle. And the girls are really excited to learn how to make gourmet vegan chocolates. So these are plain right here. Rosemary, marshmallow, ginger, truffle. It's going to be awesome. Yeah.
What a marshmallow on the
No. Excited. And he's full of boogers and chocolate. Dun, dun, dun. And here are the results. I guess we had some stuff on our hands, so when it cooled down, there's a little bit of powder or something on it, but they tasted really good. It was amazing. So if you like what you learned, be sure to go to slackerhackermom.com to subscribe. We officially launch in January of 2018.